star Alana Evans. So Alana, thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
Alana, I don't know if you have a TV in front of you or you just saw that photo of your friend Stormy all hooked up to wires and taking this polygraph when she did that interview in 2011 with In Touch. What do you make of the photo? And did Stormy ever talk to you about taking it?
We did not discuss that she had done the lie detector test, but I'm not surprised. I'm one of few people in the circle that know that this is absolutely true because I was in Lake Tahoe when they first met.
Which I have several questions ready for you on that. But let me just tick through, if I may, the news of the day, right? There's this Vanity Fair piece, Alana, interviewing the lawyer, Michael Cohen, who's the one who reportedly paid out this $130,000 to her to keep her quiet. And so in this interview, he's joking about this ongoing litigation that he and the president have with Stormy Daniels. And in the article, he's quoted, "You know what? The more I'm thinking about it, I might even take an extended vacation on her dime." Alana, what do you make of this lawyer's apparent arrogance on this whole case with Stormy?
Given that Michael Cohen, when the initial story came out about the payoff, completely denied that the $130,000 payoff had even happened, then had to eat his own words a few weeks later when he denied it, his credibility is completely shot. He shouldn't be laughing at anything because basically the entire country is laughing at them.
To take it a step further, the Trump team is essentially suing her now for $20 million. They are arguing that she broke their agreement. But if they're doing that now, what do you think they'll do once this 60 Minutes interview airs?
Obviously, they're going to add to the lawsuit. I've seen what they've alleged, that she has broken the NDA more than 20 times, but we're all watching as Stormy handles this carefully and gracefully. She hasn't said anything except for when she filed the lawsuit of her own. And so I personally feel that they're completely reaching. They're just adding to the intimidation and trying to pressure her even more to stay silent, but hopefully that's not going to happen.
So on the pressure, part of what made news in the last week or so was the fact that Stormy, through her attorney, said that, you know, when she was signing this NDA, that this Michael Cohen, the Trump attorney, threatened her physically to sign it. Did she ever talk to you about that?
I have not been made aware that Cohen had physically threatened her. I know in the last few weeks and the last couple of months that Stormy and myself have received threats from people in the outside world, completely trying to defend Trump and Cohen and calling us liars and threatening us with physical harm. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was stemming from there as well.
Who are you saying, when you say outside world, who do you mean specifically?
There are people within the adult industry, they're no longer there, that have been sending us threatening emails, threatening ourselves, our families, our safety, threatening to release as much private information as possible, addresses, phone numbers, real names, family names. Those are things that we've been dealing with just on that level. And so the amount of pressure just from that has been enough for me alone. I can only imagine what Stormy is going through at this time with all of that. She's in fear for her life.
She's fearing for her life. Let me ask you, Alana, about Tahoe. This goes back to July of '06. This is when Stormy, alleges her affair with Donald Trump began at that celebrity golf tournament. I know you were there in Tahoe at the time for fun. You saw Stormy. She told you about her time with Donald Trump. At that time, what did she share with you?
When she initially ran into me, I was told immediately that she had met Trump, that they had plans to see each other later. We saw each other again. Then there was a discussion of a party, which, as we all know, I declined to attend after they called me together.
Well, hang on. We don't all know. I don't know if everyone's
Oh.
totally plugged in, so let's just back up two
No
steps,
problem.
Alana. So Stormy is with Donald Trump. We know that there's some sort of private party. It's your understanding it's in his hotel room, and let's start
Yes.
there. So the phone starts ringing
Okay.
on your end, and what is she asking you to do?
Stormy was calling me by herself initially, calling me to invite me to hang out with her and attend a party that was a private party in Trump's room. At that time, I didn't know that it was just the two of them until the calls continued. By the fourth or fifth call, obviously I was stalling. Stormy called me with Trump himself, and I could tell she had held the phone out. He was speaking into the receiver saying, "Come on, Alana, come have fun with us, let's party." And at that point, I giggled, I said I would agree, but I turned my telephone off. I didn't want to go. The pressure was too much for me. I was uncomfortable with the situation because it was Donald Trump. Men like him can be very dangerous to a woman like me, a sex worker in my industry. You know, people don't always pay attention when things happen to us. It's not taken seriously, and that was my fear. So the next morning, I
Hang on, can I jump in? Because
resurfaced-
let me ask you, Alana.
Yes.
Let me stop you right there. When they're saying, "Come have fun with us, let's party," and you're hearing this, just to be clear, you're hearing this from your friend Stormy, but also from Donald Trump, who also jumps on the phone. What did you take that to mean? What do you think they wanted you to do?
Oh, they wanted. When you're calling me, who's a friend of Stormy Daniels, and I'm an adult film star, you're not calling me to play games. You're calling me for a sexual encounter. That was what my opinion was. I had, at that time, not known the depth of their relationship, if there had been one, or if things had already happened that were sexual. It was obvious that it was just the two of them calling me to invite me to come play with them.
Come play with them. So you
So,
say no.
yeah.
You get out of it. Flash forward to Sunday, Alana. I mean, here she is. She's sitting down with Anderson Cooper. She's talking, and she's talking to 60 Minutes. We know that the Trump team is trying to keep that interview from airing, worrying maybe about damaging texts or photos. I mean, in your conversations with your friend Stormy Daniels, has she ever spoken about texts, photos, videos that she may have that she could share?
I'm unaware of items that she may have, but given being a woman myself, when I have relationships with men of his stature or someone that I care about, or maybe someone that, you know, it is risque that I'm having a relationship with them, we tend to hang on to those things, whether we're looking over them because we enjoy them, maybe we're reliving the memory, but I would not be surprised at all to hear that she still has her messages. It would be the only actual proof she may have that the relationship existed, other than people like me who know.
Alana, thank you so much. We'll speak again, perhaps after this interview airs on Sunday. Alana Evans, appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have more breaking news this afternoon.